Hello everybody. Gonna do a quick live stream. I'm just waiting on a few people to come in. I didn't get to announce this, but there's a whole lot. There's some announcements I need to make, a couple just to let everybody know what's kind of going on with me, and some thank yous that I need to give out. And I got a new button on my screen I'm not used to seeing. Okay. Showing support, try some Oh, okay. Anyway, sorry, I was getting a message I'd never seen in my upper corner. So, you guys, what is going on in our Attorney General's office right now? By the way, let me make a couple little announcements. When I've got a whole lot going on, personal-wise. I'm asking for some prayers from you guys. I have recently had a very close family member that was in the hospital, just got out. Hey, Miss Justice, how are you? Welcome. They just looking at me crazy that just walked by. They don't realize that I'm not talking to myself. Anyway, you're going to see my face periodically throughout live streams and video uploads now because YouTube is requiring that of creators. They're going to start copyrighting us, not monetizing it, and taking down our videos if we don't show our lovely mugs. So there's my mug. Now I'm going to turn around and let y'all see what I can see because y'all probably tired of looking at me. I know I would be. Anyway, we're at Mickey D's right now. I'm waiting to be picked up. I'll get into that real quick. I'm going to have Little Man tonight. Hey, Wonder Woman, my favorite. I love me some one. Y'all know I'm a woman lover. Anyway, let me move this. I have my box over there, bringing it closer in case I need to plug up before they arrive. I am going to the camper for the night. I may or may not be able to come back and talk to y'all later. That's why I'm doing this really quick right now. So, long story short, Lacey has been diagnosed with diverticulitis. We found out this past week she had an episode and had to receive emergency care, some testing done, and that's how we found out. So, oh, hold on. I thought I had this blocked. Do not disturb. It's blocked now. The do not disturb is on. So just to let you guys know, I need to get a whole lot of information out to y'all really quickly. So it may seem like we are going at 2.0 speed on a treadmill. But I'm trying to get this out and done before Little Man arrives. We have another family member that I'm not going to disclose. It's not Lacey or Little Man or Lacey's fiance, but another family member that's sick and going to the hospital. So Lacey's on her way to pick me up and take me and Jeremiah to the camper, and he's going to be with me until about 11 in the morning, unless I work things out. Cross your fingers and say a prayer that I can sell about $28 worth of jewelry real quick. It's too hot for him to be with me after 11 a.m. with no AC and the heat wave we're having. But the YMCA or Five for Wellness, whichever you want to call it, because it goes by both. For me, it's $15 from open to close, which is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And for him, I think it's $2 less. That's why the $28. I want to thank everybody for the donations. I was able to put $30 in my gas tank, get some food, some drinks. That way he can stay with me, you know. I got my toilet sucked out. Hey, now I have the ability to use the bathroom again and take a shower. So thank you. But I don't have hot water, of course. Also, the reason that the 5%er is that they, just to tell you guys, he and I will be able to use the kids' pool as the adult pool, do some water activities. There's children's and adults classes and stuff. He could actually take swimming classes. There's no extra charge for that. For me to do it for a month is a $69 welcome fee, as they call it, and then $55 a month. I have applied for assistance, but it takes 10 days for them to review that, which would waive the $69 fee, just to catch everybody up to that point. Now, let's do the YouTube things. I may not be able to go live tonight, and there's some things that we need to talk about real quick. One thing I want to get straightened, I'm not going to call the person, but they keep making comments Every time that I say something about immigration or protest, telling me repeatedly how the protests were not because of immigration and wanting to stop it completely, but that the protests were to stop legal citizens from being rounded up and taken to facilities and deported. I do not know of more than 3 instances where that occurred. And I love this person. They're a longtime subscriber, and I have nothing but love and respect for them. In this case, she is wrong. And I wish that she would branch out and watch left-leaning, right-leaning, and moderate. There is the issue, and the way the workers are getting caught is because they're using other identities. Point blank, period. There's only 2 things that are occurring, maybe 3. I'll say 3. If you're illegal and you come into this country, how do you support yourself? Either our country is supporting you, your family that is legal or was here illegally before you is supporting you, you're committing crimes to support yourself, or you're using someone else's identity. And if you are working a job and you're not here legally, then you don't have an ID, you don't have a social security card, you don't have a birth certificate. And to sit here as I am a victim of identity theft, I had my identity stolen. I had to clear it up, the federal FTC, Federal Trade Commission. I had to file 3 1/4 inches worth of paperwork with them at my local sheriff's department. They have a file. Go ask for one. They'll show it to you. Okay? That is not up for negotiation. I went through 7.5 years of hell. Still to this day. This started in 1996. Still to today's date. If they run background checks on me and they just go online and they don't look at date of birth, they just use either my social security number or my driver's license number, which is the same in my state from day 1 to day 0. Even if you get an ID card, all they do is add 5 zeros to the beginning. I know I have one. I can show it. Still to this day, if the employer goes online rather than goes to the courts, because there's different ways they can run background checks. They can pay a third-party service that does it for them. And if they do that, they just go by your social security number, your driver's license number, and your date of birth. She used my identity. So her criminal activity comes up as mine, and then I have to go to the courthouse and get a legal background check for her and one for me as well. My ride has arrived. So what I'm saying, and if you go and look at the protests where people were being stopped and interviewed, you will see that you got all different answers, and none of the answers was saying it's because American citizens are being deported. So I implore you, as someone that I love and care about that keeps making that comment, don't just go with the party line that you're seeing on Fox News or CNN. Take some time out, go watch some videos of boots on the ground, and then make a choice and decision. Now, the other thing I'm here to announce, and the big one, and I'm packing up as I'm talking. Maureen Comey, James Comey's daughter, that was the lead prosecuting attorney in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, as well as Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, was fired today. Ghislaine Maxwell is trying to get an appeal or her conviction completely overturned. And Trump gave her the ammunition. She don't even need, really and truly, with a real good attorney, she doesn't need him to pardon her. When he said that Jeffrey Epstein was fake and made up, then the question the courts then have to answer was, if he's not a real person, then who was she trafficking to him? If I got convicted and arrested and convicted and tried and convicted for stealing from Walmart, and Walmart never existed, then how could I have stolen from them? So, and I think there's a lot more to this, because who would know more about Epstein's case and Maxwell's case than anybody, other than the prosecuting attorney. That's who should know the most about it, honestly. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to hold the camera and hold my drink, my pocketbook, and my box, and nobody's offering to help. So, if the video quality right now is horrible, it should be understandable and no complaints. Pop trunk. I'll try to come back on later with the information. The Southern District of New York, which is who she worked out of, she took Damian Williams' place. He resigned earlier this year. So right now, they're not telling anybody why she was fired. She did not quit. She was terminated. I understand it was called a lockout-walkout situation. Her key card didn't work anymore, and she was escorted out of the building. If anybody would like to help support, we'll have videos tomorrow from Pfeiffer if we make it. Peace, love, and light. Hopefully I'll see you guys later tonight. Do your research. See why they're really protesting. Compare it to what's going on in Mexico, who's protesting American citizens being there. And finally, find out why they really fired her. This is huge, you guys. This is huge. And to have our president say that we're weaklings and stupid if we're still stuck on Epstein, I got a problem with that. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Peace, love, and light.